Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Let's get started. Let's see. That was huge. What is that about? I don't know. That was huge. That was like bricks coming off. Bricks coming off. Okay. Well, I can tell you the bricks that are coming off um, recently on the 12th, I believe, of July. That would have been Friday. That's Friday. Saturn went retrograde. And one of the ways I really have experienced Saturn in retrograde is the pressure to keep growing backs off. Ugh. Saturn is direct, especially depending on the other transits. I mean, it is just like, Saturn is Saturn. Saturn is the disciplinarian of our chart, our teacher, strict, structured, discipline. But in retrograde, Saturn has gone inside and not asking us to do so much outside. So I don't feel that pressure to perform in the world, because Saturn energy is earth energy, it's builder energy, and it is definitely an earthly kind of carnal experience, right? What are we doing in the world? How are we showing up? How are we building? And so with Saturn being retrograde, there's sort of that ease back into self and looking at how we're integrating that discipline and structure on our own inside. So I like when Saturn is in retrograde because I feel like it just gives me a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room, especially when it's been a pretty intense period, and it's been pretty intense this summer. So the card out, Unfinished Symphony. It's a 10 card. So um, Soul says, hang on now. I got you. Saturn's in retrograde, but it doesn't mean you don't have work to do. You got work to do. Okay. There's things that are not done. Don't rest just because Saturn's in retrograde. All right. Fair enough. For you all out there, what does this mean, right? How does this help us think about it? The pressure's off, but we still have to do the work. Very simple. Pressure's off, but now it gives you space to integrate. So if you feel like you've been drinking from a fire hose, like there's just been project after project, change after change, because there has been, especially when Uranus moved into Gemini out of Taurus. I think it was the 7th. Was that the 7-7 portal? Yes. Leading up to that was like all of these final lessons in Taurus, and Taurus also an earth energy, also dealing where are we rooted? What are we rooted to? What are we grounded in? Rip it up, rip it up, rip it up, rip it up. Because it was, the whole point, I think it was 7 or 8 years. So you can go back to 5 years, and then 2018 to 25. Somewhere in there, 2019, probably 2019. You were really, all of us were going through this cycle of trying to get a foundation that would be one we could thrive in. So initially, I just had this image of a garden and needing to till the earth and put in all your beautiful seeds. And you put in all your beautiful seeds, like, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, into this soil that was never going to nurture you. No, it wasn't going to do that. You could grow in it. You would get what you could, but you were not going to be your most expansive self in that soil. So you took what you could and you grew as far as you could in that soil. But at the end of that cycle, which is what we just have gone through, all that we rooted in, all that we had planted, all the ways in which we had replanted over that time and made these adjustments and weeded out things and tried to put in new roots. Uranus said, no, you're meant to be much more innovative. Not tried and true, but innovation. So I think I did a reading like a week or two ago, tried and true or something new. So you might want to look back at that reading. Might be a message for you in that one. But yeah, because that just kind of came through on that. But yeah, definitely the energy of something new. All right. So Saturn shows up and tells us, figure it out. You're in new space. You're in new territory. You're a beginner again. There was a reading on that one too last week. And then Saturn pulls back, goes into retrograde. Yay. Not quite. The message today is there's still work to do. So if you feel that pressure come off, that release this week, it doesn't mean there isn't stuff to do. And in fact, this is what I'm getting. Part of why that energy has pulled back is because we were moving so fast. So you might have been doing a lot of different projects really quickly, trying to reorganize and adjust and adapt. And now you need to go back and kind of clean it up, like clean up the edges. When you cut a yard, you might just get the grass down, but you've got to go back through with an edger to make it look neat and bring it all back into place properly. So there's something that needs that proper finish put on it before you move forward again, which is when Saturn will go direct. I don't know how long it's going to sit. I think it's going to sit for a minute in retrograde. It tends to. Not like years, but more than a month, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look. All right. So unfinished symphony. Let's see what we have here for the tarot. So what's that soul lesson? Knight of Swords. So some kind of action here. Moving quickly to cleaning things up. But that's inside. There's an inside element about this. There you are, Page of Wands on your new journey, going towards the Emperor, building that empire, loving it, loving it. Overcoming some resistance there in the past with that Six of Wands. Queen of Swords is your potential obstacle. You've got that Knight of Swords in there too. Coming in to help you, Two of Cups, some kind of partnership, and the Hermit. Very interesting. Wisdom. Sorry, the Hermit. Your alignment. What have you learned? What's your wisdom? How to put that in place to build what you want, right? The Hermit and the Emperor. So you're sitting in this energy of Page. Page is new beginnings. You've overcome probably all that up and down we talked about with the uprooting. Knight of Swords is your energy moving forward. I want to look at that a little closer here. Page of Pentacles, it's learning something new. Eight of Pentacles, putting it into work. And the Five of Cups, moving on. You've learned your lessons from the past. You can see you need to now implement that wisdom with the Hermit. All right, let me see here. Unfinished Symphony. I'm going to look at that card a little deeper. I feel like I'm missing something here about it. It's in the protection energy of this card. Let's see here. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Your soul wants you to win. All right. That's what our Knight of Swords says. You're not done yet. So Saturn's off. The pressure's off. And you have to still move forward. So this is your obstacle. Queen of Swords is staying focused. So you've got some things that are going to come in. Oh, Two of Cups, other people. They're actually coming to help. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in whether it's friendships, parties, or celebrations. If it's I don't know if it's, it's not, I'm stuck there. Sorry. That's where I'm at. So if there's some birthday parties or holiday events or, I don't know what holidays are coming up right now. I'm in the US, so I don't know. Um, oh, move along, Kiki. Uh, Not for a while, but it's summertime here, right? So there's barbecues and the long days of summer still in front of us before we reach the fall. This is to keep going. And again, like I said, Saturn went retrograde, so you're not going to have that same kind of pressure to move you forward. Uranus has already made its move into Gemini. You're already getting new insights and ideas. Keep moving. You're not done yet. You haven't moved all the way through the portal. This is also Virgo energy. And this is Aries, which is the moon. When does the moon come into Aries? Aries and Libra. Full moon in Aries will probably be August, September, right? So you're still going through September. You've still got work to do through September. You need to find the motivation. Make sure you stay focused. And you've got some people coming in to help you. So that is good. Some partnerships, some friends. So keep taking action. You're doing good work. Your soul wants to confirm that, but they also want to make sure that you are, yes, taking the rest you need, but no, you're not done. There's still more to go. You're not all the way through. You're trying to build something quite big, Emperor energy. And so you're going to need to stay disciplined and implement everything you've learned and take action and stay focused. Let's see the Two of Cups really quick. I'm curious the energies that are coming in. Two of Pentacles, decision, Nine of Wands. Lots in this message too is what have you learned in all of these cycles? Because we've got these nines here. You need to make your decisions based on what you've learned. So if you know that you have a self-sabotaging nature, when we talk about procrastination, why do you procrastinate? Where do you procrastinate? And how do you set yourself up for better success? There's a Tower. I'm not doing that anymore. We're healing that pattern of indecision, not taking action. So there are people that you should be moving towards and taking action with. Don't hesitate if there are opportunities to join partnerships, opportunities that are leading you towards actually this one, towards your dream, what you're trying to build. Let's see what the wisdom of the Hermit is. It's Virgo energy. Ten of Pentacles, nice. Ace of Wands. No, you're trying to build something really big and stable for yourself. Like I said, it's something huge. It has taken time, and you need to continue to put the building blocks in place for it. No more indecision. No more sitting around. That is getting totally blasted. You know what happens when you don't take action. Don't set yourself up into. So this reading is a little bit of a reminder that while you may not feel that same intensity and pressure, and you might feel like, hey, things are actually kind of in flow, things are working out pretty good for me right now, that is not a signal or sign to really slow down or stop. So it's funny, I started off the reading talking about how much I love when Capricorn goes into retrograde, but alas, the long days of summer are here, the lazy days of summer are here, and there's this message: keep working or be sad that you didn't, so keep up the good work and stay focused. All right, hopefully this was helpful.